Can you hear me? No, you're not on. Hey, Jeanette, can you hear me? Courtney, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
How are you on this wonderful Thursday?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm okay. I'm present.
I'm present. Yes,
Right,
that's a great start.
right. I'm here. Thank goodness.
Y'all are in the dark.
There we go.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna turn my face off so it won't scare anybody.
I just wanted to make sure I could get it working.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. Like I said, I'll turn it back over to Sinette, but I can hear you and I can see you.
All right, thank you, brother.
Here. Oh, good, good, good. Recorder on. Participants, we have 4 panelists, 7 participants. Good morning, Birmingham. It is 9:30. We will take a few more minutes before we begin to allow others to join us. Good morning, Birmingham and others beyond. Welcome to public hearing for community development, 2025, 2026 action plan. The City of Birmingham and Community Development will have presented one virtual presentation. This is currently the second virtual presentation. And we have an in-person presentation today at 5:30 in the council chamber of City Hall. It is January the 9th, 9:32. And this is public hearing option 2. And we will move forward.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name is Randy Floyd, and I serve as the Interim Deputy Director. And today, we are so excited to have you join us for this important public hearing of the City of Birmingham's HUD one-year action plan funds for the program year 2025 through 2026. We have a lot of important information to share with you today, and we are eager to hear your feedback and engage in meaningful discussions about how we could best serve our community together. Right here, we have the public hearing agenda. And so we're going to take a moment to walk through what we'll cover today. Starting out, we would do our welcome and our introduction, and then the next slide you will see will be our organization chart. I would like to acknowledge our dedicated team. First, our Mayor, Rhonda Woodson, our Director of the Department, Dr. Megan Venable Thomas, our Senior Deputy Director, Corey Stallworth, and our Deputy Directors, Kevin Datcher and Alice Williams of Community Resource Division, and our Director of Land Bank, Carolyn Douglas. So today we will discuss the action plan key components, funding allocation, and explain how we can have you all involved with us. I do encourage you to stay engaged throughout, as your input is going to be grateful to us in the end. Next slide. So this is a visual of our exceptional community development department and our leadership staff, our staff and leadership. So this org chart offers a snapshot of our department structure, and our diverse teams bring about expertise in grants management, accounting, project oversight of housing development and affordable housing, and community engagement. So together, we make sure that every dollar we use is strategic to benefit our residents. Our one-year action plan and consolidated plan is 5 years. So this is our summary. This one-year plan is our guiding document for how we can allocate critical entitlement HUD funds. Of this, we have CDBG funds, which can be used in a flexible manner to administer, for administration and planning, economic development, improvement to parks, need for public services, and affordable housing projects and programs. We also receive funds for home investment partnership. This can be used for homeowner rehabilitation, home buyer assistance, shuttle activities, and rental housing development. We also have HOPWA, which is Housing Opportunity for Persons with AIDS. These activities are aimed at providing stable housing and supportive services for individuals and families impacted with HIV and AIDS. And lastly, we have the Emergency Solutions Grant, also known as ESG. These funds will be used to support homeless support, such as homeless prevention, emergency solution, rapid rehousing, street outreach programs, and the funds can also be used towards HMI, which is our Homeless Management Information System. So the use of these funds will align with the city's long-term goals of fostering equitable growth, enhancing opportunity, and expanding our public services. Okay. So this is the application scoring and evaluation for funding opportunities. The applications will open up this Friday, January the 10th, 2025 at 8 a.m. The link for the neighborly portal will be on our website, cobcd.com. And that application will close on February the 14th, 2025 at 4 p.m. So how we evaluate our applications will be based on community need, program description and effectiveness, agency management, the readiness to proceed, and partnership and collaboration. So there is a scoring for the applications to determine which one will have the greatest and most impactful outcome for our goals and objectives. Next slide. So our HUD national objectives. In order for activity to be considered eligible, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development requires that all funded activities must at least meet one of the three national objectives, which is to benefit low to moderate income of individuals or area, to prevent or eliminate slum or blight, or meet an urgent need posing a serious or immediate threat to community health or welfare, such as a natural disaster. So in order to be considered eligible, one of these has to meet the national objective. CDBG activity program limitations. So as a federally funded program, there are specific caps on how CDBG funds can be used. For example, there is a limited amount of our funding that can go towards administration and public services. For CDBG administration and planning, for planning and administration, there's a 20% cap. And for public services, there is a 15% cap, and that is based off of award amount and program income combined. An activity that is eligible under CDBG funding is improvements of streets, curbs, gutters, and sidewalks, housing rehabilitation, administration and planning, public service activities, neighborhood revitalization, commercial revitalization such as facade programs, and historical preservation projects. So for our PY 2025 HUD allocations, we do not have any official allocations as of yet. So what we are displaying is projected allocations based off of our 2024 awards. We are still awaiting final determinations, but based off of 2024 numbers for CDBG, we received 5.8 million. Home was 1.3 million. HOPO was 1.7 million. In ESG, we received 518,000. Next. So this is discussing our home program, and I'm going to pass it over to Senior Project Manager Courtney Newton.
Good morning. Thank you, Randy. First, again, I just want to say thank you, and on behalf of Mayor Woodfin, our director, Dr. Megan Venable Thomas, my direct supervisor, Senior Deputy Director Corey Stallworth, and to Randy Foy, who's shepherding this meeting, our deputy directors. Thank you for your leadership, and I'm here to discuss the home program. Our home program is designed at, well, it's pretty much like it sounds. It's designed at housing. And so I'm the senior project manager in housing. What you see here are our CHODO set aside, and CHODO stands for Community Housing Development Organization. There is a separate application for that process that should be available sometime in February. We also have our home management and, of course, our home grant funds. And in home, what we really are focused on is housing. So you have owner occupied, you have new construction, you have rehab, you have rental rehab, as well as home buyer assistance. We are focusing this particular application process, so the one that you're hearing about today, this process is primarily being focused on our owner occupied initiatives. So if you're thinking about a program for this application, it would be more in lines with those guidelines. So like owner occupied, doing rehab work, so things such as roofs, plumbing, electrical, things more of that nature, more in line with our critical repair program, probably is what most people are familiar with. And so that's what we're really looking for here in this program. There will be a separate RFP for more of our development type projects, and though that will come out sometime in the spring. We don't have an exact date today. I wish I could give that to you, but we don't have an exact date for that. But that process will be an RFP process for development projects. So those are your multifamily, multi-unit projects, and that RFP should come out sometime in the spring. I will stay around for questions, but that is the best explanation of home I can give you, and I will pass it on to our next panelist. Thank you.
So here we are discussing Hopla. Sunette, are you available or?
Yes, sorry, I was on mute and I was just going off. Okay, hi. My name is Sinette Gandy. I serve as Senior Grant Management Coordinator. And I will take you through HOPWA and ESG. Now, HOPWA is a program that is managed by AIDS Alabama Incorporated. They're our partners, and they serve our residents who are living with HIV or AIDS. And in this capacity, they provide assistance with permanent housing placement, short-term mortgage assistance, rental assistance, and utility assistance under STRUM. And then we have tenant-based rental assistance, hotel and motel vouchers for emergency use, and food assistance. What is not listed is counseling services that they provide are their clientele. Okay. Trying to find the button. Now, ESG, or Emergency Solutions Grant, is geared to homeless prevention and homeless. The city intends to apply for the 2025 ESG funding through the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and through the Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs, ADECA. ESG proposals received through the city 2025 action plan development process will be considered for both street outreach activities, emergency shelter activities, homeless prevention activities, rapid rehousing assistance, homeless management information system, to extend costs are necessary to meet the new HMIS participation requirement under the McKinney Veto Act. Priority will be given to agencies providing support services to our neighbors experiencing homelessness, mental health, and other wraparound services. I will now turn it over to Julius Howard.
Good morning. My name is Julius Howard. My service Grants Management Coordinator for the City of Birmingham. As Ms. Boyd stated earlier, the application pool will open on January 10th at 8 a.m. And the deadline for those proposals are Friday, February 14th, 2025 at 4 p.m. All proposals must be submitted online at the web address below. And if you need more information, you can visit our website at www.cobcd.com, or you can email us at housingandcommunityinfo@birminghamal.gov. Next slide. And for public comments, they can be done three ways: verbally at any time of the action plan hearings, or you can do it via email at the Housing and Community Info tab, or you can do it in writing. You can make an attention to Dr. Megan Thomas at the address listed below. You can submit through Friday, February 14th, 2025. It has to be in by 4 p.m. And for more information, the website is here at the bottom. Thank you. I'll pass it back to Ms. Farr.
Thank you so much for my incredible team. I also want to thank you all for your time and attention today. We are committed to transparency and community collaboration. So I'd like to open up the floor for any questions, feedbacks, or comment at this time you may have.
Okay, we have a question. The PY 2025 action plan notice indicates the deadline is February the 10th for applications. Is it the 10th or the 14th?
Hi, yes, we do apologize for the misunderstanding. It is the 14th, February the 14th, 2025 at 4 p.m. And that will also be on the application as well, the information.
Is it possible to get a copy of the slide deck?
Yes, this information will be available on our city website of COB as in boy, D as in dog, COBCD, I'm sorry. So COB as in boy, C as in community, D as in development.com.
Neighborly was glitching last year. Has it been fixed?
I'm unaware of any glitches that it have, but if you are experiencing any difficulty with submitting your application, please don't hesitate to reach out to us and we'll try to get that fixed for you or see if there's another option to provide if you are still experiencing any trouble submitting the applications. Anything else you see, Ned?
Oh, I have no other comments have come through right now. They might be still typing.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang around on the call for about 5 more minutes, just in case any questions may arise that someone may be thinking of or maybe deciding on how to word. Again, I do thank everyone for the active participation and commitment to improving the city of Birmingham. I want to let you know your voice does matter and your feedback is very important for us and helping us make these impactful decisions. Please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions or comments via one of those methods that we did list. And together we can make a stronger, more vibrant Birmingham. Again, thank you, and I will hang back for about 5 more minutes just in case any questions do arise.
We have another question. So is this, or a comment, I should say. So is this over completely, or is there additional information to share?
Hi, yes, again, thank you for attending. We are done. There's nothing else to share as far as any information. I'm just hanging around in case any more questions may come. But yes, we are done. There is a public hearing this afternoon. Same information, is just will be hosted in public. I'm sorry, in person. But yes, we are done. Thank you everyone for attending.
Okay, our presentation, public hearing has ended. It is now 9:54, January the 9th. And thank you for attending.
Bye.